I know that some of you may disagree. It was ghetto. They didn't think that it was, I guess, classy. Then don't carry a pouch as a clutch. If you are a luxury handbag enthusiast like myself, you're gonna love today's video. I thought we would have a little fun going through just my black luxury handbag collection, talking through the pros, the cons, the wear and tear, and ultimately answering that question, would I buy this bag again today? So without further ado, let's get to it. One of the first black luxury handbags to my collection was this Celine micro luggage tote. There is a lot that I still truly love about this bag, specifically the smooth black leather. It's really unlike any other black leather handbag that I have. I think that it's very luxurious, it's buttery soft, and I think it's absolutely stunning against the gold hardware. This bag was once saturated on social media and it really isn't anymore. I've been told by my sales associate with Celine that they are phasing it out. I like the fact that when I carry this bag now, I don't really see it that much anywhere. So I think that it makes her more unique and more special. The biggest con that I have with this bag is that she does not come with a strap. She's very lightweight. She doesn't weigh much at all, specifically being with leather. I think that's fantastic. So I think if there would have been a strap added to this one here, it would have been such a breeze to put on the shoulder or a crossbody, especially when you're using a tote bag like this, probably for the office. Would I purchase her again? I would. I think she's stunning. I think she's classic. And I think that, you know, I'm going to continue to get a lot of use out of her. And I think over time, she will continue to just age very gracefully. A Louis Vuitton bag that does not shout or scream Louis Vuitton is this mini capucines. This is a bag that I feel is more understated, if you will. I don't think that you can say it's quiet luxury by any means because you still do have the LV right here on the front, but I do like, specifically with this bag here, I like the fact that it is in leather on the exterior and then you have the gold hardware on the interior portion there just to give it that little bit of pop. And I just noticed that I have not taken the plastic off there. So in terms of wear and tear, we're not going to see any scratches there because I have forgotten to take that off. I need to do that. Overall, this design I think is very chic. It's very elevated. And because it is more minimal, if you will, or understated for a Louis Vuitton bag, I think it's going to stand up over time more in terms of being a very classic bag, which it is a classic bag for Louis Vuitton in that manner anyway. But there is so much to love about this bag. This is one that I took quite some time before I decided to add her to the collection. This is a bag that I truly, because at the time, couldn't justify the price point for a Louis Vuitton bag. That's because at the time I was used to buying mostly only coated canvas from Louis Vuitton, and I think that that's just where my brain was. I couldn't wrap it around paying for a Louis Vuitton bag that was a much higher price point. But this bag is leather, and not only is this bag leather, but this is such a ridiculously tough and durable leather. It's in fact one of the toughest and I think strongest leathers out of any bag in my entire collection. I feel like this bag is one that you're not gonna really see a lot of wear and tear on this leather. Now, obviously, if you don't take care of it, she's gonna show wear and tear. But I've already carried this bag several times and you can't tell it at all. I'm sure the hardware is probably going to be one of the first places that's going to show it. I think this thicker strap just gives this bag more room for versatility within the wardrobe, because if you add the strap to it, I think that it just gives it a completely different look. If you're carrying it by itself, I think it's a little more elevated, a little more sophisticated maybe, and then once you add the thicker strap, it makes it look all around a little bit more chic and just a completely different vibe. Would I still buy this bag again today? Absolutely. My only con with this bag is that it is indeed small. You do have to be strategic with what you're going to put on the inside. If you are more of a minimalist with what you carry, you're not gonna have any issues. I have the extra small capucines wallet, my phone, my keys, lipstick. I'm fine with this bag. It's not an issue. But if you are going to be carrying more items than that, you're certainly gonna wanna go up in size. But I've carried her from day to night. I love her. I would definitely add more of the capucines to my collection in other colors and other sizes. I truly adore and love this bag. This is the envelope bag, medium size by Saint Laurent, and this is the black on black, as you can see, black hardware, and she has a black chain strap. This bag has so many pros to it. First and foremost, this leather is also another one that is insanely durable. I've had some of you guys ask me if I've had any issues with this bag, with the leather. Absolutely not. And I've had people ask me about the hardware, if I've noticed that it's rubbed off or if it has, peeled off, flaked off, chipped off, and I have not. This is a bag that I think that if you're not careful with it because of the coating, maybe that could be an issue. I don't throw any of my bags around. I'm careful with my bags. I also store them nicely in my closet. So I think that that definitely has a lot to do with it. But overall, this bag is just such a beauty. I love the fact that you have the double chain here so that you can carry her on the shoulder just like this. She is the right height when you put her on the shoulder, especially for someone like myself. I'm about 5'4", and I think she hits perfectly when I do that. She is just incredibly versatile when you want to extend that strap and then make her into a crossbody bag. You can see that she hits just below my hip. How stunning and perfect does this bag look just with this dress right here? And I feel like this is another one that just can easily go from day to night. There's another really big plus when it comes to this bag, or specifically I would say the envelope style by Saint Laurent, and that is that on the inside you have one compartment. Yes, one simple, easy peasy compartment to get in and out of. I like the fact that that is just one single compartment. I am learning as I am on my own little journey here with luxury handbag collecting that I appreciate a single compartment as opposed to a double compartment. The double compartment, just like in the pochette métisse, sometimes for me has become something that is more of an annoyance than anything. I just like easy peasy in and out, and I think the Saint Laurent envelope bag is one that definitely fits that bill. She's stunning, she's gorgeous, she's chic, if you can't tell. I absolutely love this bag. So would I buy this bag again? 100% yes. I've talked about this before on my channel that I love this bag so much, I certainly would consider adding it in another color, and chances are really high that I will probably do that someday. But I just think that all around, if you're looking for a stunning black bag that is going to be very durable and is going to be very versatile, this bag would most definitely be a clear winner. Speaking of the pochette métisse, she is now an honorable mention because, as you can tell, she's no longer here. And some of you may be absolutely shocked by that because I have noted on Instagram, I've noted here on YouTube that she's been a ride or die. And this is a bag that I would still stand by, especially if you are looking to start a luxury handbag collection, maybe add to it. You do want that perfect everyday crossbody. You want one for travel, one that's gonna be durable and that you basically can have as a worry-free leather bag. As I've stated, and I still stand by on my channel, that you should never buy a bag with the intent to resell it because you don't know what the market is going to be like. One day it can be up, the next day down. Things change on a dime. However, I also still stand by that if you just don't, use a bag as much as you used to, if it begins to sit and just not be utilized, then it's time to let it go. I think that it's a great bag. It had a lot of pros and did have some cons. If you are looking for the pochette métisse, whether in empreinte leather or the monogram canvas, I have an old video, but it is a great one that compares those two bags. And I'll make sure to link that one down below for you guys because that would be a perfect one to check out to help you kind of make the decision on which of those bags might be best for you. Hey loves, by the way, if you are new here, my name is Heather and welcome to my channel where I truly believe when you style well, you live well. I would love for you to like, subscribe, and to turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss any future videos. I truly appreciate all of you and thank you so much for subscribing. Yes, this is an accessory. This is not a bag. This is a Chanel pouch in caviar leather, and I bought her last year, and I am obsessed with this tiny little pouch. My biggest regret is that I did not buy more with this particular CC here. It's kind of, if you're looking at it, it almost looks like little gemstones, and she's just stunning. I love this so much. I carried this on one of our recent trips when we went down to Rosemary Beach in Florida. If you've never been, that place is amazing. Add it to your bucket list. I have a cute little recap video of that you can check out if you are a beach lover and you're looking for places to go. But I used this multiple times as a clutch for that particular vacation. Why? Because it lays ridiculously flat. It's easy to pack, easy to travel with. Yes, your phone will fit inside of this, and look, it's just really cute. No matter what you're wearing, you can carry this little pouch. She's just easy. You can toss her in a tote bag if you want to. It's just fun. I know that some of you may disagree. There was actually someone in particular that left a comment once on, I think, one of my videos or a short, and said that they did not think carrying the Toiletry 26 by Louis Vuitton as a clutch was a good thing to do. They thought it was ghetto. They didn't think that it was, I guess, classy or something of that nature, and that is okay. If you feel that way, then don't carry a pouch as a clutch. That is fine. But I also think that it is fine to carry your bags any way that you choose to do so. If you have a pouch and you want to turn it into a clutch, then do so. That is quite okay. It's okay either way. Always do you. But I just thought I would share this one because she's fun, she's pretty, and I think it's okay to take a clutch or take a pouch and use it as a clutch, especially on a vacation. One of my newest bags to the collection is this Celine Ava Triumph bag in black, and I am obsessed. Now, I truly took a moment to get on board with the new logo, but now I can't get enough of it. I love this so much that I want to add another bag with this. Now, if you haven't seen the unboxing of this bag, go check it out because there are some other items in that video with this particular logo here, but she's still so new that I have not carried her yet, and I still have not taken off the plastic on this one here. I promise, guys, I'm gonna do better and get that off. I'm gonna be styling this bag soon with some new looks for summer. I'll be featuring her also in like some capsule videos that are coming out, so stay tuned for those. But I just love this bag. I think she is ridiculously chic. I love the smooth leather. Now, this smooth leather is definitely different than my micro luggage tote. So I will certainly give you guys a full review of this bag later, and I will definitely let you know like how the leather is holding up. If there's anything specific that you guys want me to touch on when I do a review of this bag, definitely let me know. I really can't say anything at this point that I don't like about this bag. I think the price point is good for a luxury bag. I think the leather is really nice. I love the fact too that you can adjust the little shoulder strap here. So we'll see if there's any cons that come after using her for a while. But as for right now, yes, I would buy her 10 times over. And again, that is how much I love this bag. This is definitely a beautiful and stunning bag, the Chanel 19. This is another bag that I took years to decide on before I added her to my collection. I think she's stunning. I think she's beautiful with this gold hardware. I think that the lambskin, even though that it's delicate and it's also a little bit of a con that I'll mention in a second, I do think it's beautiful. I think that it's very luscious. It's very luxurious. I think that this bag is also very spacious. You have a lot of room on the inside. I do have an organizer and I have a base shaper in the bottom. The biggest con that I have with this bag is actually the strap. This is something that I thought I would not mind. I thought that I was going to use this bag primarily as a crossbody bag, and I thought that that would be perfectly fine. But what I have found after using her is that it actually kind of gets on my nerves that this can only be used, for me personally, as a crossbody, because when I use this as a shoulder bag, and I did mention this in my full review of this bag also, is that I just feel like the drop is so long that it just feels awkward on me. I still think she's absolutely beautiful. It's almost like a catch-22. I think that it is a stunning bag. I love the CC on the front of this. I think especially with the leather kind of woven in there that it just makes her gorgeous. I think that, I mean, she's Chanel. I feel like she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, and I do love the fact that, you know, she's very roomy. She's more maybe laid back in style than a lot of the other Chanel bags, especially, you know, when you're comparing this to like maybe a Chanel, you know, classic flap. But I think that that's one of the things that also kind of drives me crazy is that with the Chanel classic flaps, going back to the straps, at least you can double those up. And I think that you can, you know, carry those shorter on your shoulder because you can double the strap. If you have this bag, I would love for you to also weigh in down below, because just because these are things that are bothering me or that I don't necessarily like doesn't necessarily mean that that's something you're not going to like. I just want to share like my thoughts and opinions and kind of where I'm at with this bag right now. Share down below what you think or what your experiences have been, because I would love for us all to just kind of learn together and help each other out down in the comments. This is not just a you and I, this is a we when it comes to this YouTube channel. I am a little scared also of the lambskin, and I know it was lambskin when I bought it, and I mentioned in the review that I love it and I still think that it's okay, but I have found myself recently just being a little bit more afraid of how this might hold up over time. And I would say I will stand by what I mentioned in that review also, that if you're gonna carry this bag, you most definitely need a base shaper, which is actually a con as well, because I feel like for what you're paying for a bag like this, you shouldn't have to worry about the potential droop that might happen. As to whether I would still personally buy this bag, the jury is still out on it. I honestly don't know if this bag is going to also stay around in my collection, and it kind of breaks my heart because I love it and I waited a long time. I did not jump on the trend because you don't ever want to jump on a trend. You need to give yourself time to marinate on things, and I definitely did that with this bag. But sometimes it just happens, you know, things don't necessarily always work out. So we'll see. I don't know. She may stick around and she might not. Whether you're just starting your luxury handbag collection or just wanting to add a little something to it, I could not recommend these Saint Laurent envelope pouches more. This is probably one of my most utilized pieces in my entire collection. I can't tell you how many times I've used it. It's insanely durable. This leather holds up like no other. It's another one that I just feel like you can't, you know, scratch it. I feel like it's almost indestructible. The only con that I have is that you definitely have to keep things very minimal with what you put on the inside because it does not expand very largely. So if you're not careful, you can make some indentations. I haven't done it with this one, but I think my dark beige one has like a slight indentation, not from what I put inside of it, but from like the Saint Laurent tab or tag on the inside. But it's still worth it. I think that these are perfect for wedding, dinner dates, travel, you name it. I think that they're gorgeous. They're easy peasy. And when it comes to the prices in the luxury world, this is probably one of the cheapest and most cost-effective little pieces of luxury that you could add to your collection. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it was fun. Have a great rest of your week. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you in the next video.